Hi there, Dr. Vicki Lenford here with the Shift Happens channel. Okay, today we're going to talk about expectations. We don't always talk about or pay attention to the expectations, but they are actually kind of key, especially when you are in the midst of unwanted circumstances. And so often, again, we check the 3D, how we doing, which is an okay thing, and we'll talk about that in a little bit too. But how do expectations relate to how we look at 3D? Okay, before we get into that, go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe. We are here to build this community. If you enjoy manifesting made easy and fun and light, you made it to the right place. All right, if you want help with coaching, I'm more than happy to help you with that. Go ahead and contact me at shifthappens.lifecoaching@gmail.com. And let me ask you to do this one thing. Go ahead and in the comments write, I am living in the expectation of. I am living in the expectation of, and we're going to find out what that all means by the end of this video. Okay, so let's get into it. Expectations. You should have them, right? But where they get a little is when we have the desire, comes from God, we accept it, we enjoy it, and all of a sudden we do all these things, techniques to get us back to our self-concept. And our self-concept, ultimately who we are, is at the core of us. We are love. We are God love. We are, God is living through us as us, right? And so that's a really beautiful, powerful thing. That is pure energy, pure love. Okay? So that's our God self, right? So we have the desire, and then we do all these things, and we say, okay, we're going to manifest these things in the 3D, right? And so we go along pretty well, and then all of a sudden, our logical mind gets to thinking, hey, if we are wanting like an SP, or it could name the topic changes, but this formula never does, all right? So if we want the SP, or we want more money, or better health, okay, let's go with the SP, because everybody wants love, right? So we have this desire, we do all of our processes to get back to our God self, right? And be one with God. And then all of a sudden we check the 3D, and oops, there's something going on. There's unwanted circumstances, and we forget that that's our old story. What is showing up in the 3D is the effect. This is the cause. This is the effect. Okay, so we meet something and we're like, oh, this doesn't line up with my logical mind, my expectation, because we think we know how it's going to work out. Let's say your SP is with a 3P or whatever, or no contact. SP is in no contact. So I think, okay, I'm going to get into this really good place and I'm going to manifest, and you don't even realize, but you're manipulating in that sense. When you just totally let go and allow God to guide you to that love and that money or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, well, then all of a sudden we start getting into our logical mind and our 3D, and our expectations align with our 3D ego self, right? And so the only expectation you should have is to always go back to your God self. And so you do, like in the morning, you go into a meditative state. You could do it in bed, or I actually do it after I get up and have a cup of coffee. I kind of do my journaling, and then all of a sudden I get into a meditative state, and I will go, I am God, I am source, I am awareness, I am love, I am pure love, I am pure love. And I just get into that relaxed state. And then I just kind of feel it, and I'm very neutral. And then I will start filling in. I am, one with money. I am one with love. I am one, and I start getting a little more specific on my desires, right? And then after that, you just let it go, right? Go about your day and live your life. And every now and then, if a thought comes up, we cherish it and flow with love. If there's something in the 3D circumstance that does not match your alignment to God, so there's like a frustrating moment, we quickly have an expectation of that shouldn't happen, because logically, if this is going to happen, this should happen, this should happen. The only expectation you should have is going back to your God self and your self-awareness of the ultimate self-concept of being aligning with source. What does that mean? You live in appreciation in every moment. You're in appreciation. You are joyous. You are harmonious with the universe. You are at peace. You are smiling and having fun and just being lighthearted. That is alignment. That is the only expectation you should have. The only expectation you should have is aligning with that powerful source. When you align with appreciation, especially, all of those things, you're in harmony, you're at peace, you understand, you accept things, and you accept yourself, and then all of a sudden things really start coming to you because you're in that neutral state, because you are not, the only expectation you have is to feel that joy and love of source. And the other expectation is that things will come to you when you're in alignment. It really, it's our expectation that drives us to that frustrating, debilitating moment is because we are doing the expectation from a logical stance, from an ego state. Your state that is aligned with source, that's the only expectation. And the other expectation is that I live and I believe in and trust that source, that I have faith that that's going to come to fruition in the most glorious, mysterious unfolding that you could ever imagine. You can't even imagine it. If you have the expectation of logically this is the way it should unfold, that's puny. That's like not even fun, because it's beyond our thought process, right? That's how powerful God is. And that is the only expectation you should have, is to always align right back to God and your God source, right? So you have to truly believe and accept yourself for that powerful person, for that powerful being, And I will always say, we are not human doings, the logical expectation. We are human beings. So you need to be that person. And it's that calm, neutral, natural state. Yes, you can do the processes. Yes, do the techniques. They are there to point you back to that beautiful source that you are, your God self, not to manifest things out in the 3D. You have to feel good before you get the goods, right? And it's all here. It's not the logical, it has to go this way, that way. It is all about being in that moment, accepting yourself as that God beautiful self, and accepting that awareness of who you are. The awareness, truly, that's what God is that ultimate awareness of love, peace, joy, harmony. I know this sounds so woo-woo-y, but I'm telling you, when you meet those unwanted circumstances and you just turn it right back to your self-concept of who you truly are, things will come to you, and you're gonna just be so light and loving. You become a magnet for money, a magnet for love, a magnet for friendship, a magnet for, your coworkers will see you differently. You're gonna shine and glow when you are accepting yourself and trusting the process and have faith that this source is gonna provide and is providing and is in the midst of the unfolding. You just get to sit back and enjoy, because that's what manifesting is. That's the only expectation you should have. I am living in the expectation of God's love. I am living in the expectation of God's love. That's the only expectation you should have. The other one, just allow and let God provide. We make it so hard. So again, comment below. I am living in the expectation of, I said God's love. What do you say? All right. So subscribe, like, comment. Let's get this community going. I have had some wonderful conversations with clients, and I hope if you need help manifesting or just getting out of your own way, that's what it is. I'm here to help you. Go ahead and contact me at Shift Happens Life Coaching and @gmail.com, and we can get this going. I appreciate you. Take care. Till next time. Bye-bye.